Hi. Um, I want to talk about freedom of speech in schools. Um, Basically, lately, in particular, had a lot of trouble because a lot of teachers were like, "You don't have the freedom of speech. You can't talk. Be quiet." Well, I've done my research, like it or not, kids do have the freedom of speech in any environment. You cannot be suspended for it, and if you are suspended for it, you do have the right to sue. This has happened countless times, and the school has always lost. Now, the school thinks it has more power than it does. A lot of schools are catching on lately. Like, I haven't seen it in a lot of schools, but my school in particular has an issue with it. And, yeah, so, I'm talking it for a little bit because I have friends who have problems with it as well. So if you're in class and the teacher says, no, you can't talk, well, on the contrary, yes, you can. And it's not up for debate. It's a law. It's like saying, water's not liquid. It's a fact. It's not a debatable topic. Unless you can present evidence to say otherwise. But that's science, so I guess that's a bad example. Take math. 2 plus 2 is 4. That's not debatable. That's fact. It's not, it's not, it's nothing. It's solid. Just like a law. It's written down on paper. It's 100% legit. It's done. You can't debate that. And you can debate in a court, but it's not going to happen because there's other amendments and things in that amendment, in particular the First Amendment, that stop Congress from taking it away. So it can't be taken away either. So, I don't understand why adults have a problem with kids having freedom of speech. I think it might be a power issue because, well, if someone has the right to argue with you, you can't really stop that. I think it's a power struggle for adults, really. I think it's pathetic. Any adult that thinks that kids shouldn't have the freedom of speech is pathetic as well. Maybe you should look up empathy, because maybe you should put yourself in their shoes and think how you would feel without a freedom of speech. And, it's ridiculous. Now, I would like to know what you think about this, but remember, keep in mind, it's your opinion. There is no evidence to say that kids don't have the freedom of speech. Don't link me some YouTube video that says, with some teacher saying kids don't have the freedom of speech. Because in 1969, February 24th, the Supreme Court ruled minors have the freedom of speech. So it's not debatable. It's being debated, and it's being decided, and the verdict is we do have the freedom of speech. But I'd like to know if you had any trouble with this, or anything. I'd just like to tell you, if a teacher ever does say you can't speak, correct them. Because in a learning environment, they shouldn't be throwing around false facts like that, because they're uneducated or misguided. Along with that, I should tell you that there are a couple things we can't say as well as adults, which would be hate speech, provocative or derogatory things, and disrupting the peace. So disrupting the peace would be like shouting fire in a movie theater. Provocative would be swearing. Hate speech would be racism. Those are examples. There's other examples. There's other, branches off into a lot of different subjects. But talking in general, or defending a point or an opinion, is protected by the First Amendment, or speaking in general, in normal conversation. Now, you shouldn't be, talking in the middle of the class when everyone's trying to work, when other people are talking, and you might, in school, the teacher says, be quiet because you might have done something or whatever. They can't do that. And if they do suspend you for it, be reminded that you do have the right to sue them, and you will win. So anyway, post topic, post comments. I'll read them, subscribe, and yeah. So go for it.